Well,
the
we're
rich
gonna
just
have a
keep
house.
getting richer.
I'm poorer than you. The rich keep getting richer. He walks past a homeless person who's eating a cheeseburger. What? The rich keep getting richer. This dude's like, that's incredible. Fuck. All right, what's
You
what's
should include
going
that
on,
part,
guys?
Ollie.
I'm dying. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Jack. Oh shit!
That's the episode title. The rich just keep getting richer.
The rich get richer, baby.
No, what I was saying before is, I think the problem with,
Okay, hold on. You have to assume. Oh, jeez! Okay, I'm learning. You have to assume that people might have skipped to the last episode. Give some information.
What, Trevor got a
Fudge!
new place, and he's got a heated garage. He's got a
I
shower
don't know
that
if it's heated. I don't know if it's heated. but we do
The
have a
garage is
toothbrush.
enough that you don't
Yeah.
have to brush the snow and scrape it most likely every day in the winter, is what I'm saying. And that's not fair. And he's getting it for very cheap. Very, very
No,
cheap.
that's
and
not
the only reason
entirely
he's getting it
true.
for cheap is because he knows somebody who knows somebody.
I'm dating someone who knows somebody.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Listen, dog.
I'm not saying I got my job
just-
because my dad knew one of the drivers there.
But
I'm just saying.
I knew I got my job because. Okay, I don't actually know where I'm going anymore. These wings are awful to look at. Like, what is even? It's a vomit of like wings.
What I was saying is in the previous episode is I think the people's problem with like GoldenEye Perfect Dark is when they talk about the controls sucking. It's not that they're bad. It's that people haven't played it for like 20 years, so they just don't know how to play it. So they'll pick it up and they'll be like,
Yeah, it doesn't work.
it doesn't work, right? They give up.
Yeah.
But it's because
I'm stuck.
it's because they don't want to relearn. Bro, people will complain about Rainbow Six Vegas'
Oh,
controls.
come on. Sorry, go on.
Because you have to click the left or the right thumbstick to zoom because it's not Call of Duty controls.
Yeah.
Because Call of Duty popularized the modern control scheme, right? And if you're playing a first-person shooter that doesn't control exactly like that,
Yeah.
it's bad. But people just don't want to relearn how to play it, right?
Yeah. Can you tell me what it says there? It pops up for like a split second. It talks about maximum height. I have no earthly idea what the hell
I
they're
just
talking
mashed the X button, dude.
Well, it says like something. It's like there for a fraction of a second. It says something maximum height, and then it's gone, and I can never read it before it disappears.
If you die again.
But anyway, Halo was the first game I played that had like it was my first twin stick shooter. Oh my god!
Fun fact for you: GoldenEye has twin stick controls. You just need 2 controllers. Yes,
Really? I didn't know that.
there's a control scheme for 2 controllers, and you
Really?
could use it twin stick.
That's cool. Okay, wait, read it real quick for me. Time something.
Time? I don't know. Let me
Oh,
try
I
again.
think it said time flaps for maximum height.
Yeah.
Do I go
So
over
like
there?
you don't just mash.
Okay.
I don't think it's meant to be actually flying, Trevor. I think it's like a hover-ish thing.
I think it gives me. It's like a really high double jump and a hover.
Yeah, like it's but that's basically how it is. Like, there's also the problem that people will use different controllers. So, like, fun fact for you, you know that modern retro controller for the N64?
Yeah.
And that HorriPad? If you're playing that with GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, you are at a massive disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because the it won't aim properly.
Oh, I see.
It's the someone like showed a video where if you play these games and you try to aim with these controllers,
shit. Sorry, yeah.
the way it aims is terrible.
Oh.
Even with the GameCube controller, the adapter, it's bad. It's the same reason why like people will be like for Ocarina, like trying to aim with the bow and arrow. They'll play the Virtual Console version with the GameCube controller, and they'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I can't aim."
Yeah.
But if you play it with the proper controller, you can aim. It's because it's just not designed for that controller.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is people playing without controllers designed for the hardware.
Oh wow. That's
Playing
close.
on TVs not designed for the hardware.
So I'm just gonna
In
bring something up.
combination with not learning the old controls, and you got a recipe for bad controls.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring something up here. It's minor. It's just something I have to address. I do think it's really funny how this game. Oh my gosh.
Alright, what?
I think it's really
Hold
funny.
L2, then press X. Okay. Jump, then tap X to flap wings.
Maybe I have to go that way, man. Maybe I'm going the wrong spot.
time flaps for maximum height. That's how
Whoa,
you
was
use
that?
it.
I just got like a boost.
Yeah, because you timed your flaps. You're doing it too late there, I think.
Oh, well, whatever.
But I think that's the problem. I think it's a problem with bad TV,
Oh my gosh.
bad controller, and not wanting to learn the old
No,
controls, which
what
is
I was
what
gonna-
causes the problems.
I was going to bring this up because this is relevant to this game exactly. So, it's really funny that this game kind of centers around this light jack power-up. You know, like they talk about
And you
this
don't
light
really
jack.
use it that much.
Well, we don't actually use it at all.
You had to use. You found a way to use one, but that was not intended.
Yeah, that's exactly what my point was going to be. So in this last segment where we were in Errol's like fortress, in this last section where we were in Errol's fortress, we were we found a giant fan blade, and the fan blade was obviously I was like I've got a workaround because I can stop time because it seems like the most obvious solution to this would be to like use this obvious power-up I have to like stop time. And I was going to use it, and it seemed like it was the smartest thing to do, but then cartoonishly and in a really funny way, it actually just didn't work. And it was because the game had a different minigame in mind for me at this particular time.
Break those pots.
Okay. The way I said that, I almost said it like I was just really disappointed in myself.
And there's another one across the way on the other side.
I'm not going. Okay, I can't figure out if I need to go there to there.
No, go over there
Go
first.
there?
It's closer.
This is so hard.
And break that pot.
Oh my gosh, and then I make it with like gusto. So I just have really bad timing. That's kind of...
But yeah, they're like that's like. Keep in mind also like a lot of people will like stop playing old games when the new one comes, right?
Yeah.
Or they'll take them away, or they'll sell them and trade them in for the new game.
I never do that.
And so people will like stop playing old games. So when they do, it's like jarring for them, right? Like, oh, you know.
By the way, this is really cool, sorry.
Yeah.
I liked Light Jack's idle animation. Where he's...
Well, you got like this.
his arms behind his back.
Yeah.
Because Dark Jack is a crackhead, but look at Daxter, who's got this meditation thing going on. It's kind of a nice little touch.
Yeah. Yeah, like, but I think that's like the issue is like also so for me like
It's
I
going the
didn't
wrong way,
get
or what?
modern consoles. Like I was graduating high school by the time I bought a Wii and a 360, and those consoles came out when I started high school. So that whole time I'm playing old games, right? I keep them all hooked up. When I started my current job, I rebought GoldenEye.
Yeah.
And I was playing GoldenEye. When I was moving in with my dad, I was playing Perfect Dark, right? So
Yeah.
like, for me, I just kept my old consoles always hooked up, and I just played them, right? So I'm not like a lot of other gamers will just kind of like put them away, or get rid of them outright.
I never understood that. I don't
So,
know. We never had money.
I
like-
think that's part of the problem too, is people aren't used to just how they are. So for me, I'm so used to playing old games that like people are like, oh, yeah, you can't play those old games anymore. They're
So
old. But
Jesse
for
and
me,
I
I'm just used to it because it's like no, I just keep playing them, but people just don't.
Well, Jesse and I talk about this a lot because both of us were in a situation where, because we didn't get a lot of video games like at all, you just use what you have and be really happy with what you have for as long as possible. I still play GameCube like on the regular.
That's why I have experience with the NES. And
Oh my
keep in
gosh,
mind,
this
I
is
was
a hard jump. Fudge nuggets.
I was playing the NES in like 97,
this is
98,
tedious.
and it
Ollie,
way past its
sorry,
time.
Ollie, skip ahead on this part because I don't think anyone wants to watch me do this for a while.
Well, then when are we gonna talk? We might as well stop talking then.
We can.
What's
I
the
mean-
point of talking if it's just gonna be like skipped over?
What's the point of talking? You can play this just right. Wow, of course the moment I tell Ollie to skip this part is the moment I just finish it. Wow, okay, Ollie, just come back. I did it immediately. You don't have to
Errol has learned how to connect with the Darkmaker ship. If he can awaken its terrible cargo, he will unleash horrors beyond our deepest nightmares. Not all is lost. I hid the most important artifact from Errol. I was wrong about you. You have the balance needed to save us all.
As rubber-wearing, completely freaky, beyond bizarre, paint-faced, super weird monks go, you're all right.
I have now seen the truth, and I am at peace. At least I was granted the gift of seeing the face of my creators. Thank you, little one.
Okay.
That's a hint to the ending.
Yeah.
Because
I actually do know that, so.
But we talked about this because at the end of Jak 2, the precursors show up. The precursors show up at the end of Jak 2. They don't look like Dexter. You know? They should, because that's what they are. Spoilers for everyone who's... Well, what do you care? You're watching a Let's Play.
People do care, you shouldn't
I
do
know
that, but-
people. I don't intend on spoiling anything.
It's not a storm. It's something else.
So we have about...
Yes, is it's connected to those
Oh, fudge. That's not the jump button.
You're the best.
So, we have about...
You just cut
5
that guy off.
What?
He was talking and then he just stopped when he died.
He's like, he's probably fine. If Jak ever died in this series, it'd be over. You know, like if Mario dies, like there's like Luigi and like, you know, there's other options for like heroes. Like Mario doesn't always have to be around. If Jak dies, this like everything is over. Like existence dies. These
Can you
people-
imagine if Sonic died? There would be nobody left.
You got Shadow.
No, there would be nobody
Eggman.
left. Except I don't know what you're talking about. Screw Sonic's friends, they suck. I think that
suck.
mentality really hurt the series because people are like, get rid of them. They're not a part of the series. They have no place here.
But
Sonic-
Amy was in Sonic before Sonic
my
3.
point here is that Sonic always had different gameplay styles from like for an entire decade. So to say
Sonic
that
also had friends for like an entire
so
decade.
to say that those gameplay styles are not a part of the Sonic gameplay formula is wrong at this point.
It
right?
is wrong. So here's the thing. All right, just hit it up like this. So Sonic, we've got Sonic, Sonic 2. We got Tails. First of all, Sonic 1. You have Sonic, and you have Flickies for the record. Flickies, I count. You've got Sonic 1. So you've got Flickies, you've got Sonic, you got Eggman. Sonic 2, we get Tails. Okay. Sonic CD, we get Metal Sonic, and we get Amy. Sonic 3, you get Knuckles. And we're only like in the core Sonic games, and you've already got like a roster of just shy of 10 characters. But if you say you're hating Sonic's friends, then you can't say that you... Like, you can... If you're saying that the games got worse when Sonic's friends started showing up, then you obviously don't know shit about the history of the video game.
Yeah, well, like I said, my point is like people complaining that like, oh, the gameplay is not Sonic, but it's like the different gameplay types have been a part of Sonic for a decade.
They've literally every
So-
game introduces something.
So that's kind of now a part of Sonic. Like the
Sonic
friends,
2 introduced
obviously,
special stages that were completely different
The problem
from
with
the first
everyone's
Sonic
saying
game.
is like they're like you can have Sonic friends, but just
I
keep
thought
them
the game hard crashed there. Go on.
but keep them playing like Sonic. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Sonic's special ability is to run fast. If everyone can just run as fast or almost as fast as Sonic,
then
then
what's the point?
What's the point of Sonic's
The
ability?
thing
He's
is,
not
Tails
special.
could fly. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Like, Tails could fly. People were into that. That was a huge
Yeah,
part
like
of
that.
it.
That means Sonic is not special.
Yeah.
So,
Knuckles could climb and glide. That was his thing.
so why not have gameplay types centered around that kind of gameplay, right? Like,
And I know, granted, what people are generally complaining about is, like, Knuckles, the new Sonic, right, doesn't have, like, a standard level. Oh, you know what? I just realized what we're doing, and I don't like it at all. What we're doing, Jesse, is they're gonna make us go do the, turret sequence.
nah.
You remember I had to do that one minigame?
But yeah, no, I think that, like I said, I think the different gameplay types are fine. You just need to, like, I honestly, like, Adventure 2 did streamline them, because, like, Adventure 1 had a bunch of different games
Yeah.
in varying quality. So, like,
But the
Adventure
thing
2
is,
kind of
Adventure
picked,
1
Adventure 2 picked the best of them, the shooting and the treasure hunting, and
but-
applied them to the next game.
Well, the thing about Adventure 1 is, what Adventure 1 did, it's kind of cool that Deimos' people have their own guns. It's kind of a nice touch that Deimos' people rock. Because in the city, you know, like, the people run.
Yeah.
In the city, people are like, we're all gonna die, and they run away, but Deimos' people are, like, rolling around with guns and stuff. That's kind of rad. So anyway, the difference with Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure 1 as well, you have to play an entire story mode, you know?
As a specific character.
As a particular character. Whereas in Sonic 2, they're like, here, have a break from shooting, play as Knuckles, you know? Have a break from Knuckles, do a kart race. Okay, have a Sonic stage, a high-octane Sonic
But
stage.
people only want the Sonic stages is the problem, right?
And that's where people are done. I'm kidding.
But like I said, if Sonic Adventure 2 was just Sonic and Shadow, the game would be like the game's already short, but the game would be like half an hour long.
I think what people wanted was more content that was only that. But that's a lot. To ask
Again, like I said,
that's what Sonic Colors is actually, if you think about it.
But Sonic Colors is also super short for that
Sonic
reason.
Colors is crazy short.
Because with Sonic gameplay, you have to model a massive stage that you're gonna whiz by in a second. So like I said, you either have to have big stages that are not very many,
Yeah.
or you have to do what Sonic Forces does and have a lot of small stages.
Yeah.
You can't, because otherwise if you're gonna ask like Sonic Forces to do like Sonic Generation size stages,
Yeah.
and have as many as it did,
Yeah.
that's a lot to ask the developers to make. Look at Sonic Generations. That game was short too, but you know why it took longer? Because they forced you to do garbage missions.
Yeah.
They literally were like, no, you can't go further. Why? We need you to do like collect 20 rings and then like find this and then like do this. Sonic Adventure 2 didn't make you do that. Those were just extras.
Yeah, it's just things you could do.
But that's why that game took me a while to beat, because I didn't want to do that. So I got Chris to do it for me. But because he wanted me to play the game. But like, that's how the Sonic games have to like extend the gameplay, is either give different gameplay types, or when the people scream from the top of the mountaintops like they did for only Sonic, you end up with games like Sonic Generations and Sonic Forces, where they have to pad it out with arbitrary garbage, or just make it a really short game.
See, we talked about this earlier today, but I was mentioning how. So I started playing Spark Electro Jester, which at the time this video will be out, I would have already streamed it by now. But, what are you doing watching this? Go watch that. I'm joking. Oh my gosh, this level sucks. Because they have weak spots all over their bodies. Before they die, I have to hit the weak spots, but like they're also pelting me with these that I have to shoot down. But honestly, at this point, I'm thinking I should just tank the damage.
If there's gonna be more, other than these three.
Well, no, I mean I should tank the damage because I don't know if they stop or not. Because I'm just taking hits, trying to like blow these things up. Is my problem. So anyway, I'm playing Spark Electro Jester, and it is just a modern day Sonic game, yeah. And it's very fun, and I really like it. The thing is, it's just something I'm playing really, 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 really fast, because it's just Sonic stages. So the game's great, and it's really entertaining, it's really fun to play, and it's really fast and stuff. But the thing is,
it's really
because
short.
It's all the Sonic levels, I'm pretty much done the game already, and I've only played for like an hour, and I'm totally fine with that, FYI. I really am actually totally fine with that, because it's really fun, and it's just really short. Whereas, I mean, I don't really see a problem with it, but I know why Sega was like, we gotta give you your money for your bang for your buck. Or you end up with Sonic Forces, where people were literally complaining. Why did they reset me? Oh, I see. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you end up with Sonic Forces, where people are like, geez, this is some cool designs on these monsters, eh?
I feel like they're from World of Worlds.
Kind of looks like an H.P. Lovecraft kind of thing. Gosh, please. Thank you.
I mean, Sonic Forces does have extra content to do. It's just optional, so of course no one's going to do it.
Yeah.
But
even Sonic's friends are in Sonic Generations.
Yeah, well, you can't play as them.
Yes, you can. They're in the bonus stages.
Oh, I didn't do any of that, but for Sonic Forces, I actually did do some of the extra stages just because.
So you wanted to extend the.
Well, I just wanted to play some more, right? Because the game is fun. The problem with the game is that it's very on rails, and I know why it's on rails. It's on rails, so people all the reviewers just can't handle the game. Now can, because they'll give it a low score if they die too much.
Times are grim, but when I was the leader of Haven City, times seemed grim then too. Take hope. Even the smallest weed finds shelter within the rocks.
Wait, you were once the leader of Haven City?
I came to the throne during the middle of the Metalhead Wars. Baron Praxis betrayed me and banished me to the wasteland. The rest, you know. Anyway, here is your third and final battle amulet. You are one of us now. That war amulet is a beacon. If ever you need us, use it to call, and we will be there. And from me, a welcoming gift. This rare precursor armor is said to have been worn by Mar himself. I was saving it for my own son. But right now, you should wear it in this difficult time.
I mean,
Thanks.
if you're gonna give it to
I don't
someone,
have
yeah, you
anything
should
for
give it
you.
to him.
You give us all hope, Jack.
Does that give you
That
more
is gift
health or
enough.
less?
It'll give me more
Welcome
health.
to the clan.
What was it? I thought he just extended his pinky. I
Yeah,
realized that
that
he
looked
did
really
this,
weird.
but
Yeah,
it
but like,
looked
yeah,
this.
it looked like he has pinky was like twice the size of his
Yeah.
other fingers.
All right, now I have to leave. This side stuff with Deimos is kind of cool. Yeah, the side stuff with Deimos is kind of cool. It's just really weird to me because they, after a certain point in the game, they just like, it feels really optional. It's not optional, but it's just like, hey Jack, like go hang out with Deimos in the Waste or something like that, and I'm like, okay, like sure, why not? And then nothing happens. I'm gonna keep going because maybe we'll play a bit more, get a little further and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I love Steam's policy on Sonic Forces though. When Sega got upset because people were refunding the game and when they were finished the story mode, and I was like, okay, but you know what, Sega, if people could finish your game in an hour and 40 minutes and they want a refund, they're justified. If I paid $40-something per hour for gameplay, that's unacceptable. And Jesse, I know you're gonna say like it's a good game and whatever, and there's stuff to do afterwards.
It's mediocre.
I think it's good. I like Sonic Forces, but like, I don't think it's okay for developers to charge what they charge if they're not going to.
It wasn't a
offer you
full price
price.
game at least though.
But it was still full enough price.
yeah, I bought it for 40, so
I bought it for 50 something.
and I got 4 hours out of it. So
Oh, Desert Screamer.
why did you spend more on it? I must have got it on a slight discount. I don't know, but I spent 40 for it, and I got about 4.5 hours, so that's fine. I still do have more to do. I can do episode Shadow, and I can
Episode Shadow, where you don't actually play a Shadow?
do. You do, but not really. Like
You do, but like not
like his
really.
levels are really short, and there's not very many of them.
I mean, to be fair, every level in that game is like a minute to 3 minutes long. Sounds like I'm ratting on Sonic Forces again. I'm really not. I like Sonic Forces. Wait, Jesse and I...
People compare it to Sonic 06 when it terms how
That's
bad it is.
ridiculous.
People
That's-
are like legit, like, oh yeah, I think Sonic Forces is like almost worse than 06.
No, absolutely not. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's not an acceptable
They compare,
comparison.
like, they're like the unholy trio of Sonic teams, and they're like, boom, 06 Forces. And I'm like, guys, it's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad. Calm down. Never thought you'd see me again. I'm the only reason you live. I'm literally your only hope. Without me, you are dead. I guess going back to the forest. Yeah, it doesn't seem like... I checked them. We have about 5-ish missions, and then we just do like a couple missions that lead us to the final boss. So we've done 3 of those missions. Since we wasted so much time at the start of this episode, I think we can do one more mission. As long as it's a quickie. But yeah, Jesse and I, we talk about Sonic a lot. We're big fans. You guys know that. I mean, I played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. There's a Let's
It's been
Play
a
of
long
that
time
channel.
since the last Sonic game. I really hope they give us another 3D Sonic game soon.
Didn't they say they were going to make a big announcement? I thought there was a big
Well,
announcement.
the last Sonic game was technically the racing game, but I mean, it's been 3 years since Mania and Fortress.
Man, I love Mania.
It's almost been...
Mania, I don't even know how Mania could tie my favorite Sonic game. That's how good Mania is.
See, I don't care as much for 2D Sonic, so I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as you guys did, but
Gosh, I love
I think I
Sonic
would have liked it
Mania.
a lot more if it was all original stages.
I like the new stuff, dude.
My only problem is since Mania is considered like the god tier Sonic game, we're gonna get Mania 2, which is totally fine. I want all original stages, but I don't want only Mania from now on, right?
I know what
I'm
you mean.
afraid that Sega will just say screw it, only 2D Sonic from now on.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that works for them. And that would be very sad for me because 3D Sonic is such a unique game. Like I've said this before, it's technically a 3D platformer, but you can't really call them that because they don't play like any other game in existence.
Yeah, yeah. They are their own subgenre of video game. I'm about to stop shooting these things and just straight up start hitting these flowers. Are these... So this is Dark Maker. Like, these are Dark Makers. Like... I mean, I'm not asking an arbitrary question like Nate. I mean, like, these are Dark Makers, correct? Because, well, they're not Metalheads. Metalheads are pretty much gone. As far as plot points go, Metalheads are pretty much non-existent in the story at this point. Because, like, Metalheads were, like, the biggest focal point of the entire series forever and ever and ever. Just gonna toss this up. I like how it stopped at my feet, FYI. I guess metalheads are just not as relevant. It also kind of, they said something interesting before. Errol kind of implied that, or Jack implied that Core was being manipulated by the Darkmakers to do what he was doing in the events of Jak 2. But I don't really remember Core ever mentioning Darkmakers. Like, he sort of implied, he was like, oh yeah, like they're using you like they used the metalheads before. Like, I don't think Core ever explicitly said he was being used, you know? Also, not that it matters, it's really not that big a deal, but it just doesn't seem like something that Core would be manipulated into. I don't know, I'm overthinking. I'm overthinking Jak and Daxter lore. Although, I will say Jak and Daxter has some pretty cool lore. I mean, for a platforming game, it's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Most of these platforming games give you about 10-15 minutes of lore, and they're like, that's it for us. Rescue the princess, that's the best we had. Ratchet and Clank has some really dope lore, actually, as well. I wish more studios had the relationship that Naughty Dog has with, Insomniac.
Is that Donkey Kong music again?
Yeah, that boom ga-dum 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 ga-dum. Okay, stop. Don't use the cannon. That one jerko over there. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Oh. I was gonna use my light jack powers to fly up here. But, like, literally the game was like, don't worry, baby, I got you. And then it lifted me up here. This game has a lot of repeating levels, too. You notice that? We always go back to the same environments with just a different activity.
Yeah.
They're like...
Wonderful, Jak. I knew that machine was special.
Get out of my head.
Jak? Jak? I'm losing you, buddy!
It's linking me into the Darkmaker ship systems. They're taking me to them.
What?
Jak!
What?
Alright then.
What is happening? What? That was so jarring. The Darkmakers. They're taking.
Yeah, you look at a telescope at them, and you're like, yep,
what?
they're there. Oh shit, they're sucking me.
Hard cuts to me as like a robot somewhere. My gosh. Alright guys, thanks for watching Let's Play Jak 3 Semi-Blind. Join us in the next episode for whatever this is. See you later, guys.
Gotta take a wicked yes.